Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, I haven't been awake long. I forgot to do my video last night. Got my coffee with whipped cream. So good. I actually got my Folgers because my son, I had some nice peppermint bark coffee. And I had it in one of those containers with next to my sugar, which is empty. And then I had a giant thing of creamer on the big ones. And while I was sleeping one day, my 2-year-old, he thought he was going to play in it. And I had coffee, sugar, and creamer. All of it. Pounds and pounds of it. Just all over the floor. And Christmas is over, so I can't just go and buy my peppermint bark coffee again. Well, I can. I saw it online for a stupid amount of money. But I've been planning this video. I did organize my kitchen a little bit. I'm trying to get to the other side. This was cleaned off. This is my kitchen table. It was cleaned off. I've been working over here and over here trying to get my son's room done and the bathroom done, because actually my bathroom is over there in the living room. That's a no-no, but it's going to get moved. But this video isn't about my tiny house. This video is for the ladies. And we're going to be talking about our monthly. So if anybody don't want to hear it, shoo, because we about to go into details. And I'm going to drink my coffee through this because I just woke up. I'm really tired, but I got a lot to do. Some nice caramel syrup in there too. But, alright ladies, if you know me, you know my monthly is worse than Godzilla. Worse. I would wake up every month, have to wash my bedding because I done had an accident and it's everywhere. Have to take a shower first thing in the morning. It's everywhere. I'm heavy flower. I cramp. It hurts. Sometimes my period lasts for more than a week, maybe 2-3 weeks. I've had a 3-month period before. I don't get a period every month usually, but sometimes I will skip months. I've skipped 6 months before. That's when the 3-month period came in, because my hormones are extremely out of whack. I cannot take anything hormone-based to regulate it back out because I have blood clots. So therefore, I'm just living life day to day. I have been doing a lot of cleaning. I've been organizing. But I got off topic. Sorry. My monthly. Oh, I went out with a friend. And we know pads and tampons. Those are old school. Old. But they're still around. Me, I've done my research. I thought that was the only thing. I thought it never changed. And then I started reading about the period cups and the period panties. I ain't trusting period panties for nothing. But the period cup did get me intrigued. But it's not cheap. Alright, some of y'all may think it's cheap, but I don't make a lot of money. I think it's expensive for something that I don't know will work. But I had a friend that I went out with, and she said she uses them. She's like, you need to try it. You gotta try it. It's the best thing ever. I was like, alright, well, I got some extra money. I went out, bought me one. It comes in a cute little baggie. I bought the Diva cup. And if I can get it out of here one-handedly. There we go. And it is cleaned. And I'll show you the cleaner too. This thing, it holds, where's it at? 15 milliliters or 1/2 ounce. And I'm like, I soak my bed at night. I soak my pants. I have to change pad tampon every freaking hour. Do not miss that hour. Sometimes 30 minutes. And I'm like, how is this gonna hold all that? This little bitty thing. 15 milliliters. It's like, well, you know what? Let's give it a try. What do I got to lose? Okay? The hardest part was learning how to insert it, because it's not exactly tiny. I did get the biggest one. There's 3 different sizes, one for little girls, young women, well, not little girls, you know what I mean, young women that haven't had kids, and the biggest one for women that has had kids or has a heavy flow. And I was like, well, I have a heavy flow, so let's get that one. And I did, even though in the beginning, I did have some leaks. I mean, nothing like leaking on your pad and tampon. Nothing like that. I still wore a pad, just in case, because I wasn't sure about this little doohickey. And, so I wore the pad, and the pad was, during the whole day, I just had a little teeny tiny spots on the pad. But that's also while I'm learning how to insert this thing. Let me get my coffee before it gets cold. I do apologize, but I need my caffeine because I've got a lot to do. Now, they said, it comes with a book, you can register it, all that, and I won't need to register it. This thing is amazing. You got your different folds. You've got your U-fold, like that. Or, you'll take this, pull it back, and make the triangular shape. I found the pullback to be easier. I had no problems after I changed my insertion methods. And I hope you don't mind playing with yourself a little bit. You get it up in there, you run your finger along the edge, maybe rotate a little bit. You will feel that thing pop open in you. It doesn't hurt. You'll just kind of, whew, what was that? And then you don't feel it at all. I am going to cut my stem off a little bit, because your muscles like to push things out because it's not supposed to be there. So I'm going to cut that off a little bit. I wore this, let's see, with pads and tampons, I had to go to the bathroom about every 30 minutes, change a Super Plus tampon and a overnight pad every 30 minutes. Well, with this thing, I went to work and I got a little too confident. I didn't leak, did not, but I went 4 hours at work, and I went to the bathroom on my lunch break. The poor little thing was full. Poor little thing. So, still, when I removed it, it all went in the toilet. So, it didn't make a giant mess. And anybody that has a heavy flow like me, we're tired of the messes and the cleaning up and feeling like a dirty, dirty, nasty thing. That thing made it so much easier. So much easier. It went into the toilet like it should. It didn't make a mess all over me. But now I know on my heavy, heavy part, might want to change it every 2 hours. But after that, I had no leaks. And it's weird, because when you're soaking your bed, you're soaking your pants, you're soaking everything, you're thinking, I'm bleeding gallons out. No, that one day is the only time that this little guy got filled all the way up. Other than that, on the other parts, it got halfway full when I changed it twice a day. So one of these a day. And then, I don't know if y'all can see it, that first little ring right there, that's all I was bringing out. So, in conclusion, what I've already declared, our tampons and pads are not absorbing as much as they say. But then you gotta think, we're not absorbing water. It's blood. Blood is thick. Blood can get gelatinous. Yes, I said gelatinous. That is one of my favorite words. But, so, cotton isn't going to absorb very well with that. We don't gotta worry about absorbing. We're going to catch it and put it in the toilet. That's what needs to happen. This thing, I might go buy a few more just so I have one in the truck and on me and at home. I want one everywhere. These things should be in the quarter machine, in the bathroom. Seriously. This is the best thing I've ever bought. Now, I did do my research, and I did talk to my friend. She's been using it for, I think she said 2 years. It's a great little thing. She went with me, helped me pick it out, told me what to do. And I bought my cup at Walmart. And I bought the soap for it, which is cup wash at Target. Because Walmart did not carry it. I don't know why. If you carry the cup, you should carry the cleaner for it, right? And it's basically it's a salt wash, but it keeps the silicone of your cup nice and not dried out. Keeps it from drying out. Keeps it nice and fresh. Cleans all the bacteria. Yep, no smell at all. Kills all the bacteria. It's clean. It's sanitized. I'm going to probably clean again since I'm touching it and showing y'all. This little guy, just wash it with like a pea-size amount of this, inside out. And one thing you want to make sure is on your stem, it does have a recessed hole. Wash that out. You want all the bacteria out of that before your cycle comes back around and you put that thing in you. You want to be as clean as possible with it. My friend said she bought one of these. They are 12 something for the soap. And, well, where I'm at. But she said she bought hers about a year ago. So that's really not bad. Your cup is about, I think it's $40. I think. $40. But, yeah, expensive. But the thing is, you reuse it and reuse it. Now, if you get a yeast infection, a UTI, any kind of infection, you're going to want to replace this thing. Because you do not want that bacteria staying on this thing and you reinserting it, and then you got the whole problem again. So it's best just to rebuy it. Throw that one away, rebuy it if you get an infection. Any lady who has had those downstairs infections, no, not fun. I've had UTIs. Oh my God. I remember my first one. That was funny. My first UTI. I felt like I had to pee. Like I haven't peed in 3 days. It hurt. I had to pee. I went to the bathroom. I did my normal light push. Oh no. Oh no, it felt like a chainsaw was coming out of my woo-woo. And I'm like, alright, what the hell's wrong? I'm thinking, because I've never heard of a UTI. I've never had one. I was an adult. It was after my daughter. And I'm like, oh my God, something's wrong. My pee's stuck. I'm thinking my tube that the pee comes from is clamped shut or something, because I got to pee and I can't pee. So I'm running to the hospital. And they're like, what's going on? I said, I need to pee. I can't pee. The pain was excruciating. And I did get them their urine sample. Teeny tiny amount. Excuse me. And they came back and told me about the UTI. Me being me, I'm getting on the internet. I'm doing my research. And I'm like, really? Just an infection? It's hurting that bad. But I've also, later on, I've had a UTI that I didn't notice. I had no clue. Well, that's what the doctors are telling me. It was back in 2012. I got really sick. But the first thing was, my back hurt. My back hurt. I was crying. Doctor gave me Lortabs. I don't take painkillers. I was taking them Lortabs. And it still hurt. And it hurt and it hurt. And I went to the hospital. They said, oh, you sprained your back. Here's some Lortabs. I didn't take them very much because they make me so sick. So sick. But I was hurting that bad that I was willing to do anything to stop that pain. And one day I got off work. I tried the icy hot patches and everything. I got off work. I was supposed to go fishing with my boyfriend at the time and some coworkers. I was like, no, I'm going to go home, take my Lortab, go to bed. I'm hurting. I woke up at 1 in the morning, convulsing. and hurting so bad, puking. So thirsty. I would have drank pee if you put it in front of me. Well, I ended up going to the hospital. And, turns out, well, what was funny is when they take you back to the first room, they're taking your temperatures and all that. I had the sudden urge to puke. When I say I need to puke, you have 2 seconds to get me a bucket, a trash can, anything you got. I cannot hold it. It's coming. And it's going to be bad. I'm not playing. And so I was like, dude, I need to puke. And he's just looking at me like, really? And I'm like, he's looking around, and I was like, give me your trash can. And as soon as the trash can went over, blah, there went everything. And, before they even called me back, they called somebody else. I don't even know what I looked like. I just know I was hurting. I felt like death. And, yeah, they called somebody else, and then they saw me, and I just came out the bathroom from puking. And they said, hold on. And they told that person to sit down. They said, you weren't using the bathroom, were you? I was like, no, I wasn't. And they said, come on back. I guess I was completely white. My eyes were sunk in. I was messed up bad. So they took me back. And that's when they did the temperature and all that. Then they took me to the room. They hooked all those machines up on me. Well, first they asked me to give them a pee sample. I couldn't. I could not. Not a drop. Nothing. And normally, even if you try, you can get a couple drops out. Nothing. Dry as a bone. And I came back with an empty cup. I said, I can't pee. And I just saw the look of fear on the doctors. And I'm still not knowing what's going on. But, they hooked me up to all those machines. My blood pressure was, like 90/40. My oxygen was 15. My heart rate was 50, I think. Everything was real low. I was dying, and nobody knew why. They ran some tests. They ran some blood work. They came back. They was like, I don't know what it is. And they asked me, what do you think it is? And I was like, I'm not a doctor. I'm hurting. I'm dying. I'm squalling in pain like a pig. Wah! Squalling. It hurt so bad. I would have been happy if somebody put a bullet in my head right then. It hurt so bad. I was scratching, thrashing, everything. But, I said, I don't know, my appendix. I don't know. So they went ahead and they had to drink that nasty stuff for the scan that everybody says was nasty. That was delicious that day. Because it turned out that I was completely dehydrated. I had no more water in my system. And my body was shutting down. We didn't know why I was dehydrated, because I just drank a Route 44 Dr. Pepper. Did not know that I shouldn't have drank that, but I was thirsty. And, no, it wasn't Dr. Pepper. I got water that day. Yeah, I got water. And, when I drank that stuff, I asked for more, and they was like, seriously? And I was like, yeah. They took the cup away with ice. They wouldn't even let me have the ice. I would have drank anything you put in front of me. I was so thirsty. Seriously, I would have drank pee. I would have. I don't care. I would have. I was thirsty. And, they did the scan. And they said, your appendix is fine, but something's up with your kidney. I'm like, okay. I never had kidney problems before. And I didn't even know you could feel kidneys in your back. I thought they were up front or something. I don't know. Up with my ovaries. I'm not a doctor. And, they did an ultrasound. And it turned out that there's a mass on my kidney. This mass was not a mass so much, but somehow, how they described it is I had a UTI that I did not notice and I did not take care of, and it somehow let my digestive juices in my stomach get to my kidney and started digesting my kidney. Yeah, now you imagine the pain I was in. It was digesting my kidney. And that's what the mass was it was abscess from the damaged kidney leaping over. Just pocket full of yuck. So they did the ultrasound. They stuck a needle in my back. Started draining this nasty fluid out my kidney. Finally got better. That was scary. It was scary as CDC came in. They was like, how'd you get this? I don't know. Y'all's the doctors. I don't know. What they called it was a renal abscess, which is more common in men over 45. I was a female, only, I don't even know, 24, I'm guessing, 2012. I was born in 88. You put it together. I'm not that good with numbers. But yeah, it almost killed me. Because they said it started with UTI, so it almost killed me. So, back to the subject. And I had that tube in for 6 months. I was in the hospital for 3. I've missed a lot of work. But, you get an infection, buy a new one. It's worth the money. Because trust me, you'd rather spend $40 here. My hospital bills for all that chaos and CDC and all those doctors having to figure out what's wrong with me was $100,000 in debt. That just dropped off. But, y'all have a great day. Leave your comments, concerns, all that. I'm out of time. Phone's out of memory. I gotta delete some stuff, and I got a lot of stuff to do. Y'all have a great day. If you have any questions, contact me, and I am going to do another video. I forgot about what. But follow me, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. I'm old-fashioned. I don't know. Have a great day. Bye.